The Eta Aquarid Meteor Shower peaks. We see if Comet Swan survived the Sun, and our journey through the Virgo cluster of galaxies begins. Let's take a look at what you can go out and see in the night sky for May 2025. Welcome back to Orbit Insights. I'm Nathan Prather, and today we are discussing all the incredible celestial events you can see this month. Before we get into it, please subscribe if you are new to the channel. Comment down below what you are trying to observe this month, and also make sure to check out last month's episode. It's actually March episode, but that will be linked in the description box down below, and then also in the tab thing up here, the card. We begin May with a major meteor shower that comes from the remnants of Halley's Comet. This is going to be best viewed from the southern hemisphere, but also can put on a bit of a show for those in the northern hemisphere as well. Most sources I'm reading say this will peak around May 5th or 6th, and it'll still be good viewing in the few days around that. So it's still a neat meteor shower to check out if you live in the northern hemisphere. Better, obviously, if you live in the southern hemisphere. So let's begin our journey into the night sky by going outside on the early morning, May 5th and May 6th, and looking towards the east around 2 a.m. for those of you who live in the southern hemisphere. As the constellation Aquarius continues to rise higher, more and more meteors will be visible shooting from this part of the sky. This is a more difficult meteor shower for those who live in the northern hemisphere, with Aquarius not rising to a good height until after 4 a.m. The moon will be setting, thankfully, in the west as the meteor shower begins to rise, and won't have an impact on it at all this year, with peaks estimated between roughly 40 to 50 meteors per hour under dark skies for the southern hemisphere, and perhaps 10 to 20 meteors per hour for a few hours before sunrise for those of us in the northern hemisphere. Let's leave the atmosphere of our planet and go just a little bit deeper into space by looking at some of the best times you can go out and view the moon this month. Let's begin with its phases, starting with a first quarter moon on May 4th, full moon on May 12th, last quarter moon on the 20th, and a new moon on the 26th. Throughout the month, the moon will make several close passes to other interesting objects in the night sky as well, beginning with Mars on May 3rd, Saturn on the 22nd, Venus on the 23rd, and Jupiter on the 28th. This month, I am going to be continuing the constellation series as well, so make sure to check that out. That video will be coming shortly. The most impressive showing of the planets that we've really had this year, we've really been spoiled this year for the past 3 to 6 months, but sadly that's kind of coming to an end, but there's still some opportunities for you to get out and see some of the planets, particularly if you are an early riser. Let's begin in the evening sky, however, by taking a look at the king of the planets a few more times before we lose it for a few months. Jupiter will be the brightest object in the western sky right after sunset, and early in the month you'll still be able to get some nice views of it with a pair of binoculars, see its Galilean moons. It's even better in a telescope. It's fantastic in a telescope if you can look at it through that as well to study the surface details or the beautiful cloud belts. By the middle and end of the month, however, we'll be getting closer to the horizon each night, making it a difficult target as the sky continues to darken. Look west into the constellation Cancer for our next planet, Mars. Even though we continue to move away from each other, you still might be able to make out some land features or a polar ice cap, depending on the size of your telescope and the seeing conditions. I'm interested, what are you planning to view this month? Is it a galaxy? Is it a planet? So I'd be interested in hear your thoughts on all this down below. The night you're out observing is a really nice opportunity for observing Mars and doing some astrophotography, particularly during the dates of May 3rd and May 5th, as Mars passes very close to one of my favorite open clusters, the Beehive Cluster. If you're able to take any pictures of Mars passing by the Beehive Cluster or anything else in the night sky this month, make sure you feel free to share those images over with me on Instagram. My Instagram is @OrbitInsights. So I would love to see those images. If you have those, I'll be sharing some of my own as well, and there's plenty over there from various sources as well to enjoy. So let's move on to the morning sky. So an hour before sunrise, check out 3 more planets this month in the east. You can find Venus and Saturn without optical aids, with a pair of binoculars revealing Neptune sandwiched right between them as well. Venus and Neptune will make a close pass to each other on the morning of May 3rd, and Venus will be at its greatest elongation west at the end of the month, around May 31st. Comet Swan, even though things are not looking very good for Comet Swan, I still wanted to take a moment this month to check out where it might be, if any part of it survives its approach to the sun, which is going to be at its closest point on May 1st. Even though reports are looking pretty dim for this, you're definitely going to need a telescope to see it, if there's even anything to see. I believe at the time of this video it's actually broken up, so it really wasn't what they were expecting. They were expecting it to be a pretty significant event, but it's broken up, so that's unfortunate. So let's talk some galaxies. So to wrap this up, I began working through the Herschel 400 list of objects discovered by William and Caroline Herschel, focusing on galaxies specifically this year. So it's been really fun. I've seen Andromeda, I've seen different nebula. I see the Orion Nebula a lot, and some different galaxies. So those are really fun. Definitely check out. Definitely a darker sky is more helpful for that. So yeah, really cool planet stuff. Galaxies are awesome to see this time of the year. Unfortunately, that comet disintegrated. But that's just an overview of all the major events that you can catch in the night sky for May 2025. Share your thoughts down below, subscribe today, and of course, as always, you can check out some more videos right now.